Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Rams going up against the Bengals. With that, let's hand it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call on this Week 3 matchup.
Larry, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals. It's an Indian summer afternoon, perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's...
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver with an acrobatic catch. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Now Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
58.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a play fake here on first down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now, here come the Bengals. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry,
looking for punches, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
That is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. A strong running. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
We got 4. We got 319. Wide gap, 300. Kill.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Watch left. Stop right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 7 yards on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Even. 4 down. Even. 58. 57's Mike.
Throwing is Rodgers. Going up top. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
No. Check. Patriot. You got tight right there.
Now let's go. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
They'll come out in the pistol.
80's getting the ball.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field.
Single. 12 to mine. 158. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
319.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Double tight. Hey, 319. 57's the mark.
Rodgers now on first down. And this is incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Single. I got a single in the slot. 319.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
3 down. 158. 57 the mic. Over. Shit.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And I think that one might have been intercepted. he will be ruled out of bounds, so this will go only as incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be taken at the 13. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this down deep into Cincinnati territory.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. Out one is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Right in, right. 319. Three down.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And now it's second down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
58.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Let's go. Check three. Okay, over here. 19.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Having an effective short passing game, one of their main concern coming into this one, right there, able to hit the D with a quick strike and a first down.
And you're able to put that into your game plan when you see that there's space to throw the football. A lot of defenses don't want to play press coverage or tight coverage. They'll play backed off, and sometimes those cornerbacks will bail out really fast and really get deep, and that allows you to throw the quick game underneath, and they took advantage of it.
Here's Rodgers, and he's got him. Got his man on the end route, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
87's getting the ball. 87's getting the ball. 319.
Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey. Tight ends on the loosey.
Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he fields it cleanly. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Hey, 50. SOS. 319.
On first down, Rodgers. Serve nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Rodgers to throw on second down. He's got time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's third down. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And he fires one, but incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because...
And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for L.A. 57 yards. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left. Even.
Here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Key to tight end.
Detroit!
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
No. Check. Patriot. Gun.
Switch.
They'll set up to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams just continue to pour it on.
There we go. Oh.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
57.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
319.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. They'll need to get the play off quickly.
319.
Now Rodgers. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
319.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Rodgers now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Backing up. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is all the way up past the 25. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here. It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Check 37. Check 37. Blue 58. Check 24.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriots.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Hey, check 26.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
319.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Another pistol look here.
Now let's go. Gun.
They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Back to throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver from 10 yards out. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
3 down, 3 down.
Now let's go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go up top. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver high in the air to bring it in. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Muscles him off. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
2 times. We got 3, fellas.
319! 319! 319!
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Going for it all. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Their big-bodied receiver with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams have got it on cruise control. Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for Cincinnati first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Rodgers now on 1st down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. Give him 18 on that one. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
18!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Now let's go! No, check!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Rams. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Rams offense cashes in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Shift together here from the D-line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He's got his man, Boyd. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
It's a pickup of 19, and the Bengals are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
26, 58.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Tight end to the left, tight end left.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just dropped to a point and reacted to the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And he comes back with one complete. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Tight end left, tight end left. We got 4.
319. 319.
Out.
Zoom.
Switch.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for L.A. 66 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now third down. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Shift together here from the D-line. Rodgers to throw on second down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Caught left side by Funchess. Give them 11 on the game there, and it'll give the Bengals a first down.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Second down following the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Right.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Let's go. 319.
He's checking Cran.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Funchess with a catch over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is incomplete. Marvin Lewis tries for it, but comes up empty. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, 26 yards. And the Rams just continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Get reset. Hey, 319. Quick,
57.
319.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Check.
26. 319.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
58.
57. We ain't giving up nothing today. Kill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Keep tight end. Keep tight end. 4 down. 4 down.
319. Right left.
He's checking.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping.
And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So just 1 yard to go here on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
319. Zone.
Back.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So a costly penalty marker, and it's now 3rd and 11.
Hey.
319. Uncle, over here.
Jim. Crunch.
319.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, defense, left.
319.
57's Mike.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
158.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys in the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to sling it, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play, and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see.
And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. No gain there on the completion. It'll be second down. If you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create some by getting some people downfield into the end zone. If you want to throw it short, you've got to have some movement, some room in order to do that.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And to me, that's allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here we go with 2nd and 7.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
319.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard. You probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
you